on them phones.
No introduction really necessary. Get to messing like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the ball.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop it for a loss of nearly 20 yards. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Back to 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get there. Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Give to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
They'll drop to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Gun! No. Check. Patriot!
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up fourth down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They pitch out to Howard. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. Check. Patriot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
81.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now Wentz again. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
To throw here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 50.
On play action, they'll throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know what he said enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go to Elliott again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out now come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run with Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you